Exactly. You cheat again. Stop trying to cheat and just play right.
Today on to Week 15 in the NFL, and we've got a good matchup in store, as it'll be the Arizona Cardinals taking on the Houston Texans.
She did it away to where she can get both of them. I know what she did. You didn't do. Still, who wants to play like that?
And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. And he returns this to the 22.
Yeah, why you didn't tell her, let me get this cheer? Huh? Why you didn't just tell her that she can move and cheer? Don't start acting out, man. Turn that light off. Turn that light off. And close that door. Bet not. Close the door. I'm trying. You're about to go play with Smooth.
On the ground, here's the rookie from Notre Dame. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early, because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
From the 31, here comes second and a yard. Here's Love again. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. Able to get the 1 yard he needed, but nothing more.
Second and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. He finds his man, complete. It's Love. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that'll bring up second down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down. Trey McBride, the intended receiver. And it's third and short. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. You look at the defense for these Texans. They enter play here 24th in the league against the run.
And stopping the run, that's been an issue for them all season long. Aren't you glad that you're not coaching the defense right now?
I'm very glad. They said that they've seen it in doses, but very, very small doses.
Yeah, you've got to be consistent. It's down in and down out. Being able to play it, understand what you have to get done, and finally stop some people. Put them on the ground.
On first down, here's Love. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Now he'll look to throw here on second and 10. And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's third down.
Man coverage is certainly a staple of their defense, and it's built for plays like that, forcing that incompletion.
From the gun on third down. Beck. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Marvin Harrison Jr. His 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Cardinals are on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by Ryland, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Ryland now following the touchdown, back out to kick it away. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Looking to put a drive together.
All right.
Play action. Stroud now. He'll get this into the hands of Nico Collins. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A good pickup there, 21 yards. And Charles, with that completion, I'm told that puts him over 3,000 yards passing now on the campaign.
And Brandon, nowadays your leader's usually closer to 5,000 yards on the year, but still, 3,000 yards, a good season.
Here we go.
First carry here for Joe Mixon. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down.
Second and 10 at their 49-yard line.
Here we go.
Again, it's Mixon. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Here's Stroud. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first. Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They've moved this football into field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely. As one of the better coaches in the league always tells me, on offense, I want to throw body blows all game long and finish it with uppercuts. Well, here are the body blows right now. He's hoping one uppercut will take care of the end of this drive.
From the 31, here's second down at a yard.
Here we go.
Inside handoff to Mixon. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3.
On the quick, right?
Throwing now is Stroud. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
So on 4th down, Texan kicker Kaimi Fairbairn comes on.
A 50-yard attempt.
And this is not going to get there, not close. Look like complications with the snap. It's no good. And this will stay at a 7-point game.
That was an ugly-looking kick, and the snap, largely to blame. These special teams operations are relying on everyone being on the same page, so even the slightest hiccup can lead to some missed kicks, and that's exactly what we saw here.
And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. They'll send a receiver in motion left. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver, that makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Cardinal football here to start quarter number 2, as they've got it with a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. Back to throw. Beck. And quick throw here. That's complete. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to...
Don't make
tries to
no
force
sense.
it in, and it's intercepted.
Like, he's beating him. Why would he
take over at their own 28-yard line?
He's beating him.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. So, Charles, the season winding down, the playoffs obviously not in their future. As they look ahead to the offseason, what spots do they maybe need to fill?
Well, I think that they like the guy who's calling the plays and throwing the ball. I think that he's a pretty good player. Needs some help, I think, on the perimeter, though. Help him out with receivers, because I think if he gets an upgrade there, his play gets that much better, too.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Back to throw. Here's Stroud. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
At the 42-yard line.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he's got his big wide receiver complete. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Trey McBride from 21 yards away. And the Cardinals are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Ryland, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0.
To kick off for Arizona.
Now couldn't take the chance. This will be returned from the goal line. Now a hit and a loose football. And the Cardinals have got it, going the other way. And they bring this one back. A scoop and score, a fumble recovery touchdown for Arizona.
Chad Ryland for the extra point.
Extra point by Ryland, up and good. And it's now 21-0.
21. Texans nothing.
So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Take Dell now to return it. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
The Texans take over 1st and 10.
You got caught.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. If they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45.
And the Texans first down. 1st and 10.
Now Stroud. Finding Mixon here. And it's out. He put it on the carpet. And this is recovered by the Cardinals. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
And the Cardinal first down.
Off the play fake. Beck. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. And now for him on the season, that is his 80th catch, and the result is a first down.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They got to start playing better assignment football and start getting got.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Wilson. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
Facing some long odds here if they hope to convert, as they're well behind the original line of scrimmage.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Texans are going to take over at their own 41.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
Here we go, let's go.
They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. Oh, he had a man open. He overshot him. It's incomplete.
Oh, and that's kind of how it's gone for them so far. That was a ball they need to get back in this game. A quick strike, a big play. But he let his guy too far, and it winds up over his head.
Stroud. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted.
Picked up by Sean Murphy Bunting.
I'm not sure, Brandon, we've seen a sloppier played game this year for a team on offense. Turn it over 4 times and expect to win? No chance whatsoever. And look, I have no idea what the ratio is about turnover 4 times and how that correlates to winning or losing. But I guarantee you, it's not very good.
Call it a gain of a yard. And that will bring up 2nd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
2nd and 9 now. Throw left side complete. That's Harrison. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
That's a gain of 4.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
From the gun on 3rd down. Beck. He finds his man complete. It's Love. And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. That is caught. And just shutting him off there. Touchdown, Cardinals.
Michael Wilson.
35 yards.
And the Cards continue to pull away here in this first half. Extra point by Ryland, up and good.
And it is 28-0.
So after the field goal, Ryland back out as he'll send this one away. Here comes Dell on the return. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
All right.
And with the score where it is, even though I think they'd love to get back to the locker room, they may be forced to try and get something out of this drive.
Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter.
All right.
Stroud looking to throw. They intercept Stroud again, the 3rd time in this game.
And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. An unfortunate sequence there. Try to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their...
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second. So as they talk it over, we step aside. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Hit as he throws there, incomplete. The pressure really ratcheting up. They get the sack on first down, then a near sack. They got to him there just as it was leaving his hand.
Yeah, they might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy into the backfield to help protect the quarterback, because that was awfully close.
From the gun on third down. Beck. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And this is caught on the sideline. And he gets out of bounds as well. How about that? They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Off play action. Beck. Toward the pylon. Caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. A great effort there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Cardinals will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by Ryland, up and good. And that makes this 35-0 now.
Arizona.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Here we go. Can't do what?
Final play of the half. Stroud. He'll let this go deep for Collins. That's caught at the 25. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Not wearing no jeans. No.
Jack Ryland to kick off Arizona.
The Texans down on the scoreboard, but they do get the first crack here as we are back underway in the second half. This one deep into the landing zone, returnable from the 2. Now a hit and a loose football. And the Cardinals have got it, going the other way. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. So they take the deficit into the lockers. You know they had plans to receive the football. A nice drive, instead a fumble on the kickoff.
And that can be demoralizing right there because, as you pointed out, they had designs on coming out and, okay, we're going to change things here in the second half. Instead, with a deficit already, they cough it up, and now they've got to find a way to keep the score from mounting bigger against them.
48 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Beck. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And a hard tackle there as he'll go down after a gain of about 5. 4 yards remain on 2nd down. Ball on the 10. Straight ahead running. Here's Love. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
They'll come up facing 3rd and 5. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. A great play there. With touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And the Cardinals have taken a 6-touchdown lead. Back out is the kicker, Ryland, and he'll send this one away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a third down.
Makes it 3rd and 4.
118. Uno more.
And Stroud now to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And the Texans first down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Mixon with a first down carry. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. He's already fumbled once in this game, and I thought the ball started to jostle there a little bit, but they got to him quickly at the line of scrimmage.
It sure did. And remember, if you're not a very confident runner and you've already dropped it once, if there's traffic around you, the only thing you think about is protecting the football, not gaining yards.
A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
118. What's that?
Once again, they run with Mixon. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Stroud to throw it. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Here we go.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Stroud. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Will Johnson. And the Cardinals are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started.
Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure we have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going.
They'll hand it off. It's Love. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
First carry for James Conner. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. From the gun on 3rd down. Beck. It's brought in by Wilson. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 29-yard line.
The Cardinals first down. A gain of 19 yards. And
they run behind center with Conner. And he stopped immediately there. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Let's go. Go.
2nd and 11. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
From the gun on 3rd down. Back. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time is now run out on this 3rd quarter play. Back now in Houston. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. And this one is right down the middle. And that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 30.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss. Takes it to about the 37. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back. Those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. That's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the 1st down marker.
Robin.
4th down, 4th quarter. Here's Stroud. And my goodness, another interception. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
Result of the play is a turnover on down.
On 1st and 10 is Connor. Gets through and now an opening. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. 18 on that one, and the Cardinals have a 1st down. Another example of this offense really having their way, Charles, and another big chunk play there on the ground.
And when you look at the defense, they've got to do a much better job of wrapping up when they tackle. A lot of great opportunities continue to slip through their fingers, as do the runners.
Right back to Connor here on 1st. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Back to throw. Beck. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Texans scoop it. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. The pocket collapsed around him. I know we talk about it a lot, but a QB has to have that 6th sense, doesn't he?
He really does, and I know of one team at one point was training their quarterback with that time frame, and anytime he didn't get rid of the ball within the right amount of time, they would blow a horn or blow a whistle to show him this is what that time is, just what you're talking about, training him to understand this is the amount you have, make sure the ball is gone. Didn't happen in this case.
And he is going to lose yardage here. The Texans on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Looking to throw. Stroud. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Buda Baker, the safety. He gets in from the secondary for the sack. Here's Ryan Stonehouse now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. This is taken at the 23. It's a nifty return of 29 yards. And the Cardinals, great field position to start this drive as they take over 1st and 10. Now Connor on the toss left side. He's to the 15. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Now Ryland for the PAT. Well, the PAT would extend their lead, but there is a flag on the play. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground.
And space tough to come by there. So to get maybe a yard to the 37. So from the 37, here's a 2nd and 8.
Here we go.
They'll stay on the ground. Mixon again. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. A 3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Well, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. He's going to field this at the 4. Nearly a huge return as it is. Still a very good one. 24 yards. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
Well, CD, you and I do a lot of games together, but it is pretty rare that we do a game of this margin. I mean, this has just been total domination from start until now, and I don't think they're going to take their foot off the gas at this point.
Do you think that on the sideline, some jokester said to one of his teammates, maybe a few of them, hey, we're up 50. Why not go for 100? You think maybe that line was uttered on the sideline? I can't believe what we're seeing here. An NFL game this lopsided.
Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1.
At the 47-yard line.
Connor up the middle. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4.
Well, I would have figured after the 9-yard run on the previous play, getting 1 more yard wouldn't have been much of a problem. But apparently it was, and now it's 3rd down.
So it's a win here for the Arizona Cardinals. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form.